Dear friends, greetings from Elite English Academy. Welcome to this TRB PG English 2020 preparation series. In this video, I am going to discuss the 8th unit Approaches to Literature, in which the 4th topic Principles of Literary Criticism. To be precise, in this video, I am going to discuss new criticism, its origin, important writers, and principles of new criticism. New criticism is a formalist movement in literary theory that dominated American literary criticism in the middle of the 20th century. That is, after 1940, 50s, 60s. During that time, new criticism was predominant. The word new criticism is derived from John Crowe Ransom's work, The New Criticism. The New Criticism is a book written by John Crowe Ransom in 1941. From this only the term New Criticism is derived. So later it was developed as a reaction to the older philological and literary history schools of the United States. As mentioned earlier, the origin of New Criticism is the US. The important writers associated with New Criticism are Cleon Brooks, Robert Penn Warren, William Wimsatt, Monroe, R.P. Blackmore, and I.A. Richards. From exam point of view, three important information are given in this particular page. First, the word is derived from John Crowe Ransom in the book The New Criticism. Then the important writers as mentioned earlier. So the origin is US. Another important term associated with new criticism is the intentional fallacy. This particular term is derived from Wimsatt and Birdsey's essay, The Intentional Fallacy, the article which was published in 1954. According to this idea, there is no need to bring extraneous features such as author biography or history to understand a text. For the literary criticism, all we need is words on the page. So meaning is contained in the text itself. It proposed the autonomous existence and nature of the literary text, so which is otherwise called as autotelic text. Please make a note of it. For the new critics, the information that is found outside the text, about the text, related to author, history, everything is immaterial. So the words on the page, that is more important. So this is otherwise known as autotelic text. So the author's class, gender, sexual preference, race, economic conditions were completely irrelevant for the understanding of a work of art. So what is intentional fallacy? Intentional fallacy, we try to, or the critics try to find out what was in the mind of the writer. That is completely not necessary, that is not at all required in the analysis of a work of art. For the new critics, what is found in a textbook, that is more important than all the other related matters. Now let's discuss what is done in new criticism. New criticism emphasized close reading, particularly of poetry, to discover how a work of literature functions as a self-contained, self-referential aesthetic object. Please make a note of it. Literature, especially poetry, is considered as a self-contained, self-referential aesthetic object. That means the literary work like poetry, novel, everything has got its own merit within itself. You need not try to go outside the text to find the meaning. And another thing, the new critics believe that the structure and meaning of the text were intimately connected and should not be analyzed separately. This is another beautiful idea proposed by new critics. So if you take a poetry, so the structure, that is the language, as well as the content, theme, that is intermingled. Don't try to separate these two. Don't analyze separate analysis for theme, separate analysis for language. No, that is not at all necessary because both are interlinked. So the new critics aim to exclude the reader's response, the author's intention, historical and cultural context, and moralistic bias from their analysis. So everything has been removed in the analysis of a poetry or work of art. So what is remaining? What is most important in a particular analysis of a poetry? Just the poetry alone, just the work of art alone. So new criticism paid close attention to the language of the literary text. So one side, just the text alone. Even in the text, what is more important? The form, style, paradox, ambiguity, images and metaphors, meter, rhythm, sounds, everything. Everything that is related to the literary language that is being analyzed. So what do we get from this? What is new critical approach? According to new criticism, author is not important, history is not important, the context in which a literary work is produced, that is also not important. Only one thing is important. What is that? That is the literary work itself. And even in the literary work, the most important thing is the language. Dear friends, I hope the video was useful. Kindly share this video among your friends. Please subscribe our channel for more free videos. In case if you feel joining us, feel free to call the given number. Thank you. All the best.